Hello, Intermodal Trucker here. My name is Larry. I thought I would bring you guys a quick update. Things are changed. I'm not the Wisconsin boy everybody thinks I am. I'm in Iowa. Spoiler alert, John already said so. So you guys know this. Well, some of you guys know this. I was in Chicago this morning and I was supposed to pick up a load down at CN Harvey, and then I was supposed to go back up to Chilton. And I have actually filed for vacation for tomorrow night and Thursday night for me to take this trip up to Michigan, because I'm not quite ready for it yet. So I got a few things I need to do. And so I was supposed to do that, and then I got down to Chicago about 4 o'clock this morning, and all of a sudden my life changed. The train was not in, it canceled, and they just bloop, bloop, bloop. Messages went crazy, and go to Iowa. So here I am. I'm in Iowa. I probably, to tell you the truth, I probably should have got on the computer and said, hey, wait a minute. I can't do this, because my truck is actually supposed to be in service on Friday up in Green Bay, but I don't really care about that. They can always reschedule that. But the thing is, I'm supposed to be home and everything. And I started thinking about it real quick, and here I am in Chicago. It's like 4:30 in the morning at this time. They want me to grab an empty, head to Iowa, and it's like, boy, I need to do this. I need to get out of here before traffic starts building, everything else. And if I sat there and messaged them back and said, hey, I can't do this, it would have been probably 45 minutes of discussions back and forth. Why I can't do it, what's the reasoning, blah, blah, blah. So I quick did the math in my head, and I can do this. I can run over here. It's about 4.5 to almost 5 hours over here. I had almost 4 hours left. I ran over here. I'm actually about an hour away from my pickup. I'm picking up at Quaker Oaks in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And we actually have a terminal over here in Cedar Rapids. It's a small one, but we actually have one over here. And once in a great while I come over here. Something different to do, a little different scenery. I don't know, it's pretty much just flat, so there's really nothing to look at, and I drive at night, so you really don't see too much, but something different. So I'm over here, and I'm gonna pick this up, and I'm about an hour away, so I got to the Pilots in a little town. What's the name of this town? I wrote it down. Tesla, I want to say. And you guys can see it right here. I got parked right out here. Look at this guy. Look at this night driver. Let's see if I can zoom in on him. This guy has parked on the grass. Now, come on, truck driver. I mean, shame. What are you doing? This guy, he's got his tractor backed right up on the grass. I woke up to this. I was just like, why? You know, what I would really like for it to happen right now is I'd like for it to get about 60 degrees tonight. And the frost leave the ground, the guy would wake up in the morning and his tires would be buried into the lawn. I mean, that's just wrong right there. You're just wrecking the lawn here, you know? There's no reason for that. But, here we are. Oh, that's too close. Way too close. You can't see Larry that close up. No. I'm too old to be that close up. You'll see flaws. I did come past Walcott, where the Iowa 80 truck stop is, and they got some pretty cool stuff there, and I wanted to stop in and take a quick tour, but my clock was running, and I had to try to get as far as I can so I can make sure I make it home tonight. But I'll go pick up my load, and on the way back I'll be able to stop in there and do a quick break, and I'll do a quick walkthrough for you guys. So that'll be coming up. I hope you guys enjoy that. You guys can see all the neat stuff in there. It's a pretty good sized truck stop. They have a museum in there too for like trucking, but they're gonna be closed when I come through. But you get to see some of the cool stuff in there, and it's got a pretty big store, lots of pretty lights and stuff. So we'll stop in there. But I thought maybe you guys would like to do a pre-trip with me. I have people that have been requesting in my comments that I do more outside the truck, and showing dropping hooks and showing my equipment outside and everything. So I need to do a quick pre-trip. So I thought I'll take you along.
It's a little loud because I got a truck running right next to me. But there she is. And you guys can see the sensor that I showed you guys in the last video. Yeah, it's right down here. That's a sensor right by my license plate. But we just got to check over our lights. The dim and the blinkers are all working. Clearance lights are working on top. Oh, turn my light off. There we go. Just check over everything, make sure there's no leaks or nothing. Brakes are all good, tires are good here. I actually need a new tire, new steer tire on this side. It's starting to get worn here. Belt looking good. Fake clutch is good. Not seeing anything leaking at all. Tire's good. Brakes are all good on this side too. Power steering is good. Coolant is good. Yeah, I use my glove as a paper towel. That's what they're meant for, right? Oil is okay. It's right on the add mark. And like I said, my truck is supposed to go in for a service. I actually have oil leaking out here. You guys can see I got oil leaking over my injectors. So when I go in for the service, I'm going to write that up and just let them know. Maybe those seals need to be replaced on the injectors there. High beams. Right, lights are good. Lights are good. Go down here and make sure our pin here is locked in. It's all locked in. I'm gonna have them check that. Ooh, this needs to be replaced. See that? I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But my dry shaft bearing is going out. You can see all the crusty, like brown crap around there. That means that the bearing is actually starting to give out when you see that stuff. And you can see that this rubber deal here is actually probably worn out. You can see the bottom how it's crunched down, so that's gonna need to be replaced. So I'll write that up for the service. Tires are good. This tire here needs to be replaced. This whole set of drives is gonna be replaced when I go in for a service, so. Well, my landing gear is all good. The bracing's good. My flasher is flashing like it should. These tires are in good shape. They're almost like brand new tires right here. Mud flaps on there. The rear lock is locked. Gotta watch out for the turds. Doors are in good shape. All them lights are flashing and working the way they should. Mud flap. These tires in awesome shape too. Same as the other side, we're almost brand new. Our lock is locked. Flashing good. Let's check that spring. Oh, that's right. This is a new one. It doesn't have those the airlines that hang down on these new chassis, they're actually integrated up inside the chassis, and they don't hang down, they kind of recoil back and forth. It's a pretty cool little system. We don't have airlines going down. Racing is good. Mud flap there. Lights are working back there. Our fifth wheel is locked. And this pin is locked.
So there you go. Quick pre-trip done. Everything's in okay shape. I need oil. I'm right on the add line, but I'm not going to add oil because it'd just be a waste. I'm just going home, and as soon as I get back, I'll probably be dropping my truck off like Monday morning or something like that up in Green Bay for service. So it don't pay to throw in a $15, $20 jug of oil just to go that far. It's on the ad mark. We're still okay. I need a few tires and stuff, but they're okay for now. I mean, they're going to get me where I need to go, and we'll make do. But I thought, well, I'll let you guys know what I'm doing right now first. What I'm doing here tonight is I'm going over to Quaker Oats in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And this is a place that we pick up a lot over here. Like I said, I don't come over here very much. I used to once in a while, but kind of stopped this. And this is going to be delivered to the CSX rail in Bedford Park. And this load is going to end up going to Carousel, Pennsylvania. So I thought also while I'm sitting here, I got a few minutes. I have to do a 15-minute pre-trip. So I thought real quick what we could do is go into my YouTube account and come on, phone work. Oh, I thought that's pretty cool. Look at this here. I'm gonna go to my channel. You guys can't see it because it's a phone here, but I looked at this morning and I got pretty excited. I have 991 subscribers. That is pretty cool, guys. That's really exciting. I'm almost at 1,000. Woo! That's pretty cool. It's exciting right there. But what I thought I would do quick is go over some comments that I've got. So I'm going to go to my last video. And this one was how I met JBG Travels. Alright, well, let's mute that. You don't need to be talking to me and listening to me. Let's see, Mark Bell says, great story about John and his dad. Thanks. You're welcome. Thanks for watching, guys. Very interesting history. Thank you for sharing with us, from Laura R. You betcha. Let's see. Harlan Giles says, that's a nice story, making a connection between John. He's a good guy too. He is a good guy. I've known him a long time, and he is a very good guy. He's you guys heard on his last video, if you guys are subscribers of his over at JBG Travels, you heard on his last video he's heading home. He actually had a load cancel, so he's getting home early. And you heard that he had to end the video for a bit, and he had to make a phone call. A friend of his is going through trouble with their marriage. John is like that. He's just so generous with his time and stuff, and he's always worried about everybody and stuff. He's just a nice guy. Let's see. The Icon 2020 says, you don't want to eat a snake? No, I don't want to eat a snake. I am deathly afraid of snakes. I have no idea what it is. I can stomp on one in Wisconsin because I know that they're not poisonous. We do have one area in Wisconsin that they do have rattlesnakes. I have no idea how they survive during the winter, but in a place called Red Granite, there is a place up there. They have these old like chimneys up there, these old brick chimneys up there, and I guess there's rattlesnakes up there. But I I have no idea how they survive for the winter. But in Wisconsin, we do not have poisonous snakes. And so I can, if I see one, I'm like, ugh. But whew, you get me around any kind of real snake or something like that, this boy's running. I don't like snakes. And what he's talking about there is in my video, if you guys saw it, I talked about how John is always trying to get me to eat weird things. He's always eating octopus and stuff. And I said in a video, I will not eat anything that will hug me or flies at night. Well, the definition is I feel an octopus has big arms and it can hug me, so I'm not eating it. And the thing that flies at night, John has invited me down to the Philippines in the past. He's tried to get me to go down there, and he's like, Larry, you know, he knows I like guns and stuff. And he knows, and he's like, oh, we go down there, we'll take some M16s, and it's really fun. We go out on these cliffs, and then we like throw rocks down, and there's like these holes, and these giant bats, they fly out. And he says, you don't even have to aim, you just take the M16 and just shoot it in the air and spray the bullets, and you'll hit a bunch of these bats, and then they fall down to the beach down below. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he goes, yeah, but then you got to get on a horse real fast, and you got to get down the cliff, and you got to get on the beach, because you got to pick them up before the villagers, they'll hear the shots, they know what's going on, and they'll all come running out there and get your bats. And I went, they can have them, I don't really want them. And he goes, oh no. He goes, you got to get down there and grab them. And I said, well, what do you want to grab them for? He goes, well, you eat them. No, Larry ain't doing that. So, so that's what that is about. Let's see, from Carlos H, we got nerd candies are my favorite too. This kid has bought him a stuffed toy that sits in his office and helps him close deals. There you go. I haven't had Nerds candies in years. That's why I was like, oh, ooh, Nerds candies. I haven't had them for years. And I saw them and I was just like, ooh. Let's see. Timmy says, I'm genuinely curious about his octopus sandwiches. Says he's had calamari and I wonder if it's similar. Well, Timmy, I don't know. I have people that try to get me to eat funny things all the time because they think it's funny. And they always say, oh, it tastes like chicken. Then I say, why don't you just eat chicken then? Yeah. Jay Johnson says, I'm with you. That's right. Stay away from them things like that. Scott Coleman, another great video. I bet the jokes never stop between you two. I'm serious. We have kept each other up many a nights driving down these roads and having these conversations, and they've gotten pretty weird, but it's good. Chris Coleman says, let's see, 11th like and 3rd comment. He says, morning, Larry. Good morning and good night, because it's nighttime. And let's see, Timothy Martin says, Larry, you've got to try an octopus sandwich. They're great. Ooh, sorry, Tim. Ain't gonna happen. Let's see. This is Rick Johnson says JBG is getting excited about snowmobiling in the UP. He says he has family in the UP. Up by Escanaba. Been to Escanaba. Excuse me. I've been over there. It's a pretty cool place. It's got shipwrecks out in the bay and stuff that you can, in the summertime, you can take a glass bottom boat, go out there and you go over and you can see the shipwrecks right down in the water. And I've been snowmobiling over there too, and they got these really neat ice caves over there that you go out, and every once in a while they got these big caves that you can go and you can walk up inside the caves, and it's just big, huge. They're made out of the water that comes over the edge and it freezes, and it makes like tunnels in there and stuff. Really cool. Been over there. They also have a really neat off trail over there. It's called the Plains, and what it is it's a whole big stretch of land over there that back when the Chicago fire was. I can't remember the year of that, but it was a long time ago. The old cow kicked over the bucket and started the Chicago on fire. You know how the story goes. A gentleman owned a big parcel of land up there by Escanaba, and when that happened down in Chicago, he saw the money opportunity and he went out there and cut every tree off of his land. And they put it on railroad cars, and they shipped all the wood down to Chicago, and he sold it for a premium price for people to rebuild. And this is a true story. And that plot of land now is just barren. There's no trees, except there's stumps that stick up about 6 to 8 feet. For some reason, they cut the trees off real high, and they just cut them off and they left them. And that wood has been sitting up there for this long, and it's like petrified or something. And it's just big stumps all sticking, and they call it the plains. It's an area over there where people are welcome to go on with their snowmobiles in the wintertime. I don't know if it's been turned into a park or something like that or now, or the government owns it or something. But they call it the plains, and people off-trail snowmobile go out there and they snowmobile around because it's pretty open, and all you have is these stumps sticking up so you can see what to miss and everything. It's kind of neat. So there's a little fact for you about Escanaba. David the Guy says, "Hey Larry, show us more dropping and hooking up to trailers." Will do, buddy. Let's see. Excuse me. Michael Chadwick says, "Try it. I'll guarantee you will like it a lot." Of that, foos is good. I had a friend. He is Filipino. He is also a cook on a ship I was on. He fixed a lot of that stuff. John fixes. Cool. Still not eating octopus and weird stuff. William D. Winter says, "I'm not going to eat anything that flies at night either. LOL. Says, like your videos. Stay safe out there on the roads." You get it, buddy. You stay safe out there too. And see, Uncle Salvo says, "You actually got him to take some time off." Larry always gets his way. You'll learn that about me. Larry always gets his way. He'll listen to me. Let's see, I see some stuff that John eats. No thank you, from Marvin Elder. Somebody else on my side. Let's see, Josh Jones says, "If you're ever in Springboro, Ohio, I would love to meet you. If I ever get over there, I'll let you know." I've never been to Ohio with this company. I did go to Louisville one time, and I've been over to Detroit. Let's see, Robert Schumacher says, "Thanks for sharing about his dad, about John and his dad." You betcha. JBG Travels says, "Oh, please don't mention the kitchen aroma." Why would you tempt me like this, John? Why would you put a comment on there just enticing me to tell another story about you? It has something to do with stinky fish. And John, stinky fish we're calling this. And John has put out a video because he knows this is one of the things I would say about him. And so he kind of put out a video kind of going, it's really nothing, you know, it's this little fish, and you know. Oh, John, it's not a little fish. That thing is toxic. But maybe that's a different time. Let's see, Bob S. says, "Awesome story." You betcha. And Harold, he says, "I don't need a mic. Sounds fine with the background noise." Okay. I'm with you too. But I get a lot of people that say, "Man, dude, you need a mic." I'm just getting over cold here. William Chester, see, and we learned that you are not eating anything that John eats. A bunch of smiley faces and laugh a lot. That's right. So we're gonna be doing these loads. I'll see if I can swing by Walcott up there to. Is that the name of the place, Walcott? Isn't that like in South Dakota or something like that? Isn't that where drug places, the Drug USA, Walcott? That says Walcott. We might stop at the I-80 and just take a quick tour. But otherwise, we're going to be shooting it home because I need to get home and I need to get some stuff done. And another thing, guys, Thursday, this is going to be February 1st. I'm not sure on the time yet. I haven't worked that out with John. But somewhere around 9 to 10 a.m. on Thursday morning, I am going to attempt a live YouTube. I'm going to attempt to go live. I am probably not going to be able to answer questions But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, as I'm driving over to pick up John, I am going to go live. I'm going to try to. I'm not saying I'm going to be able to do it. I'm computer illiterate, remember, but I'll try to do this. I'm going to try to go live on the way over there and kind of bring you guys along, because guess what? I won't be driving my semi, so I'm not at work. I can video while I drive. But I'm not going to be answering questions because I feel that's unsafe to try to read comments and driving on the road. Maybe when John gets in, maybe we'll do something. But I'm going to do a live broadcast and on the way over there and showing up to John's house. And I'm hoping that the Commander-in-Chief over at John's place is going to be there, because I have a very personal question that she needs to answer, and we're going to get her on video. And if you ever watch JBD Travels, she always runs away from the camera. Well, what did I tell you? Larry always gets his way. So Larry will chase her down. So I'm going to get her on the camera and I'm going to ask her a little question about something. Because she has a nickname for me. And I think she needs an answer for that nickname. So, otherwise than that, guys, I hope everyone is having a great day. Like I say, if you're not, we're going to try again tomorrow. But for myself, we're starting our day off. We're heading over to Cedar Rapids, Quaker Oats. We're going to pick up this load and then bust this thing back, get into Chicago, and they'll probably just deadhead me home. That's probably what will end up happening. So, until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. See ya.